Hi everybody, it's me, GhostCritic. It's the start of a brand new week, which means it's comic book question of the week. For those of you who are not familiar, who've only just seen my channel, on Monday I usually pose one comic book question that you lot get to answer in the comment section below, and then you get to ask me a question in the comment section and I'll answer it in next week's video. I say usually because I'm doing something a little different this week. I'm going to be asking specific questions to specific people. Now that doesn't mean if I don't give you personally a question that you can't answer any of the questions in this week's video. You can answer as many or as few as you like. Please don't feel sad if I don't ask you personally a question. I've basically gone back through, say, my last 2 or 3 question of the week videos, and those people who have participated in them, they are more than likely going to get a question answered specifically to them. Hence, especially for you. So let's kick off. My first question is going to Joshua Hayes, and his is, if he can think back that far, what was the first bat-related title that got you collecting the bat? Wednesday cereal for you. If you could cross over your favourite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with any other superhero team, who would that be and why? Mercy's Little Show, hello. You have to marry either Batman or Superman. Who do you pick and why? Derek Lucarelli. DC decide to only put out one Bat title a month. That's not including supporting title cast issues. Which one do you keep, and who is the creative team, writer, artist? Wonky Ninja. Of the cancelled new 52 titles, which one would you like to see come back and why? For you, Jess S, what's a title you want to read that everyone else seems to have but you haven't got round to yet? Jared Osborne, who's your dream artist you'd like to work with? Peter Med, 21. If you were offered the complete series of any comic book title, what would it be and why? Your answer cannot be based on monetary value. Oddfellows thoughts. Here's one for you, Travis. What is the one elusive comic book you've tried to obtain and for whatever reason you've always missed out on it? Spidey Sense 101, if you're still watching, who is your favourite Spidey artist and why? Chris Cowgill, if you could be the sidekick to any superhero, who would it be? What would you call yourself? And would you have powers, a specific talent? Clouded Journey, what alcoholic beverage goes best while reading Batman Eternal? Rum is not an option. Sleepy Reader 666. Which comic, once she is old enough to read, do you look forward to give your daughter? Finally, Faintest of Breath. If you could compose the opening credit music to a comic book movie, which movie and in which style would it be in? Okay, so they are all the questions specifically made for those people, but if your name wasn't mentioned or you're just new to this channel, you can answer as many or as few as you'd like. So, on to the questions you asked me last week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think there's about 7 questions this week. We're kicking off with Joshua Hayes. He asked me, you have to marry a female Batman villain. Which one and why? Oh gosh. After looking through them all, I finally plumped for Poison Ivy, because at least the garden would still look nice. Mercy's little show. If you had to dress as one superhero every day for a year, who would you dress as? Oh, and I kind of cheated here because I don't want myself to be dressed up as a superhero all year long and look silly. So I've gone for Superboy Connor Kent, because basically all he wears is jeans and a black t-shirt with the S on the front. I can rock that. Mr. Gretzky 9966, what is your favourite Halloween themed movie? It's got to be the original Halloween, surely. It was just a kind of outstanding horror movie of the time, and kind of everything that came after it was very much influenced in the kind of slasher, jump scare type of horror movie that is so abundant now. So definitely the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance. Derek Lucarelli, it's all about the scares this week. Derek Lucarelli asked me, what is the scariest comic book you have ever read? Every issue of Batwoman since Mark and Draco started writing it. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't say it was scary, but it was certainly felt very menacing, and I'm going to go for the first issue of the Death of the Family story arc, issue 13, the return of the Joker, him in kind of like the GCPD headquarters when all the lights went out and was kind of taunting Jim Gordon. That was a very kind of tense, scary moment, I guess. Jess S, she asked me, if you woke up one morning living in a comic book universe, which would it be? I think I'd like to reside in Astro City, and I think I'd work for the Honor Guard Emergency Contact Centre. Peter Med 51 asked me, how many comic boxes are needed to wrangle your collection right now, and how do I organise them? Well, I'd actually just gone out this weekend, bought some more comics, so I was doing a little bit of an update on my database, and I have now 5, if I've got them all catalogued, I think I've got about 5,415 comics, and that fills 20 long boxes and 4 short boxes right now. They are just at the moment in alphabetical order. If I had the room, the space, I would probably subdivide that into publishing houses. So I'd have a Marvel shelf, a DC shelf, an Image shelf, and others shelf. But unfortunately, I don't have the room right now. So what goes on the shelf behind me, which you see in the kind of the comic book review show that I do, they're all everything I've collected this year. And if you're a long-term loyal viewer, you will know at the end of every year I do a boxing up video of everything I've collected, and they go in and then they can kind of get sorted out into alphabetical order within the boxes I already have. Finally, Chris Cowgill asked me, and this kind of goes to a question I was asked I think last week about my house going up in flames. He asked me, if your house did go up in flames and you could only grab one comic novel, which one would it be? I wouldn't pick out a graphic novel because they're to a penny. I can rebuy those, so not a problem. I think the one that means the most to me is actually Commandy issue 1. I would grab that, clutch it to my chest, keep it away from the fiery flames, and save that one issue. A lot of personal meanings for that comic. That's it. All the questions. Wow, there was a lot this week. Me giving to you, you giving to me. Thank you very much to everyone who participates in this video. I always have fun on a Sunday afternoon, kind of scribbling all my answers down and head scratching. What am I going to say to this question? But we get there in the end. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to answer your specific question, and if you weren't answered one, just answer any of them. And if you're new here, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week with another question of the week. I'll see you on Wednesday with my pull list video. Till then, bye bye.